Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Signal here and welcome back to another video. So let's try Batman with Puppet. We're gonna go with Martian Manhunter for extended duration of negative effects. And Batman with Puppet can get somewhere around 1.4 billion damage usually if you don't get passive stats from Puppet. And we're gonna get a little bit more than usual because yeah, Puppet gives me passive stats, but this is nowhere close to having 3 maxed out artifacts. This is like 14k attack. If I was like to have 3 level 10 puppets, you would have 3 of these things that give me basically 32k attack. So yeah, we're not quite there, but still more than you would usually see. For the third character, I'm gonna use Martian Manhunter here. The options are either him or Black Adam doing some percent shell damage, but you guys, some of you, and it's probably just a small, loud minority, hate it when I use Black Adam and say 2 billion damage. Yeah, but Black Adam did like 30% of that. Yeah, who cares? I mean, some of you do. We're gonna use Martian Manhunter for this one. We're gonna do some power stealing here. When I don't have like other negative effects from other places, I like to kind of activate it with special too, because it doesn't make the enemy jump out. Also, you get that 3/3 special. Okay, we can probably tank super move. Famous last words. Bro. I was not expecting this. Yeah, let's move on to the next fight, boys. I mean, it doesn't really make that much sense. She doesn't have Berserk. How did she do so much damage? Wait. Oh, 32. Even with 32 defense, I feel like I should not have taken that much damage from this boss. I mean, we're in tier 5. We're in tier 5 though. So this is in theory the highest damage boss in this soul raid, except for Zatanna. So yeah, it makes sense. Okay, it makes sense. My bad. Okay, so here we have Black Adam with puppets. We're gonna actually steal quite a bit of attack with the class ascension passive, because this is the boss you want to steal attack from. Doesn't matter that it's not upgraded. We steal the same amount, it just takes a little bit longer, and considering the frequency at which we're gonna spam specials is not gonna make a difference. And other than some garbage talents over here, which wouldn't change the build that much, the build is pretty good. We got max lethal chance, crit damage, and 11k attack. Like we're doing pretty good. This is pretty damn close to max out Black Adam. Wait, do we have the defense to fully benefit from Classic Wonder Woman? Kind of. We're missing like sprint and defense. Hold on. I don't think you need that crit damage, right? We can get a little bit more defense on the talent, so we get maximum crit damage from Classic Wonder Woman. Please give me a rare defense. No. Oh, but we get an epic. Okay, I'll take it. I was so tunnel focused on the rare defense because that's all we needed. I almost didn't see the epic defense. Okay, so now we're getting full crit damage from Classic Wonder Woman, so yeah, let's give this a try. Also, I would like Martian Manhunter as a third team member, but he kinda tried to help Batman out, and there was no helping Batman out in that fight, so he's left with Redwood, which is fine. Extending the duration of the fight by a little bit is not bad. Bro. Okay, no power cost reduction. Okay, we got the power cost reduction this time, and now this should be infinite power. Yeah, there we go. Oh, let's start stealing that attack. I think I used this guy since the story came back, and I have a rough idea as far as the damage numbers we're gonna see, but I don't know how much damage in total because I used him for a little bit of a cleanup fight. What he's got going for him, it's only one thing really. It's the very fast animation for the third special, but sadly knocks the enemy down, so we have to wait for them to get up. If it didn't knock the enemy down, oh boy, this guy would actually put some hurt on them. Like, I think if the enemy didn't get knocked down, his damage would increase by like 40% at least. And also with the third special, one of the values is far more important than the others because there's one big value and a lot of smaller values, like the 5 mil thing, and there's other things that gravitate between 1 mil and 2 mil. Those are not that important. I mean, they are important too. If we hit the jackpot on everything, it's above 10 mil. Our third special, but the important is a big one. I'm gonna super move with Red Hood because I'm just gonna forget about it eventually if I don't. Also, not sure if I should deal with the special 2. The special 2 adds 2 negative effects on the enemy, and I'm not sure if we're maxed out with the amount of negative effects the puppet actually needs to give me to get full attack, but I think we are. I think there's not much of a point in doing the special 2. He's got only 2 voice lines, and if you pay close attention to the voice lines, you can kinda tell when it's the time to use the third special. Basically, you need to let him talk, okay? As soon as he's finished talking, but right at that second, you're safe to press the third special and make sure you don't miss any of the values because the enemy's still on the ground. Sometimes I don't get all the values, but it happens very rarely, like once every, let's say, 23rd special, and I'm not sure if I'm pressing it too early or it's a big bug sometimes, or maybe both. Bro, we got some pretty dang good damage. See, the next to last special there, if you want to rewind the video, I think she was fully gotten up, but for some reason not all the values stuck to the targets. It's weird. Almost 1 mil damage. Okay, for what you're seeing here is the character that only does damage because of fortunate animations. There is nothing, absolutely nothing in this man's kit that recommends him to be a damage dealer except for the special animations. And he was actually one of the top damage dealers back in the day because animations was... there was not much stuff in the game and animation was a big thing. Like, yeah. Do you see any damage from this? Any sort of damage? Or from this? Or from this? Or from this? No, he's just stealing a bit of attack because he's arcane, and that's not even that great, because I would rather have some crit damage or some lethal damage on him from the class passive. But, okay, so, compared to the other characters, it's absolute dumpster fire garbage. But considering the circumstances, we can agree he did a pretty good job, right? But yeah, let's move on to the next fight. Okay, so we're gonna kill this with Puppet Black Adam. Puppet Kimflan Sakuman with Puppet Black Adam in the team, but he's not actually gonna care about activating puppets. He's gonna care about helping King activate his puppets. Bro. Damn, she's annoying. Oh, my bad, I couldn't. There was no way I could comboing up after that tagging. Simply the attack pattern didn't allow it to an extent. Just want to do all the percentage limit with this guy. Do this so we lock her super move up. And this is infinite power. Also, a super move with the permanent negative effects. I mean, not permanent, a 1 minute duration negative effect, so it's gonna help us a little bit keep Puppet alive. For those first few moments. That squeezes the Tana in the team too, but we don't need to. It's overkill at this point. I think it would be very easy to just put Puppet from her, because we get fast stats from it anyway. Also, it's crazy that as far as damage values goes, even though King has got a 600% damage buff, if we disregard the percentage of damage he also did, he's not doing that much more hard special damage than Black Adam. Goes to show how not that relevant 600% additional damage kinda really is. If you don't have other things interacting with it like dot damage. So to be fair, Black Adam also has Classic Wonder Woman giving him damage, so that's a factor worth taking into consideration too. There we go. Let's move on to the next fight. Okay, so here we have Raiden, and Shazam. We're gonna fight both Swamp Thing. His biggest mistake in life was resistance to lethal and dot damage, so he's gonna provide him check for armor pierce immunity. We can just spray at this point, he doesn't have it. What are the chances, realistically speaking, what are the chances he's armor pierce immune? Like, we're probably fine, right? Also kind of weird with Puppet, because I like don't necessarily want to keep it active, but it should not be that hard to keep it active at the same time. Okay, let's see, is Raiden doing damage? Yo, I think... Yeah, we're good, boys, we're good. No armor pierce immunity, let's go, boys. Excuse me for that. Okay. I don't need Puppet access, just leave it like that. There we go. Let's move on to the next fight. Okay, so here we have Harley with Puppets, and we also got EPI with Puppet, and we got some passives that artifact on Joker too, so we're gonna deal damage basically with EPI with Puppets. So we need to power generate a little bit. And not get hit with special one, because that's gonna invalidate our efforts by power draining us. Okay, combo interrupt a little bit.
Playtime is over. Don't mess with Mother Nature. Snap a vine, I'll snap your neck. My plan, like a word with you. Snap a vine, I'll snap your neck. Don't mess with Mother Nature. Snap a vine, I'll snap your neck. My plan, like a word with you. Don't mess with Mother
As well, super move, and maybe tag out for his super move. Okay, so here we are so safe. We're just one boss to the left, and we're so safe. That super move barely touched me. But when it's when it's my boy Batman who needs to survive. Oh boy, that's a lot of damage, by the way. Yeah, when it's my boy Batman who needs to survive, then we have a problem with tagging super move. Crazy damage battles on that jump attack. Whoop. Whoop. A whoop.
My plan would like a word with you. Don't mess with Mother Nature. My plan would like a word with you.
whoop.
I'll snap your neck.
A whoop. There we go. Let's move on to, I think, boss Zatanna? Question mark? Yeah, this guy live, Zatanna. Zatanna will be a project for tomorrow's video. But for this one, we're gonna real quick kill this guy with Beast Boy. We're gonna have Vixen and Manta. Oh no, we don't have Martian Manhunter. How we're gonna do damage without him? Grab that special one. Okay, 40 hits, let's go. Let's move on to the next fight. Oh yeah, my bad, no actual next fight. Thanks so much for watching and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye!